Well, they say having a child is the greatest miracle in life. So when something goes wrong, it can be devastating for parents. CT Style reporter Meg Yost is here with more.
Thank you, Teresa. What should have been the happiest time in Adrian and Brian Plourde's life became their scariest when their twin babies were born 10 weeks premature and in critical condition. But thanks to the care the family received at the Hospital of Central Connecticut, their little girls are now healthy and happy. Here's their story.
Olivia, what's the lion say?
At just 20 months old, identical twins Olivia and Cameron Plourde are already inseparable.
What does a doggy say?
And after what they endured during their first weeks of life, it's no wonder the two have an unspoken bond.
When they were delivered, they rushed them right out. There was no happy moments, no happy baby crying. There was just silence.
Despite a smooth pregnancy, mom Adrian went into labor 10 weeks early, prompting an emergency C-section. The identical twins were born weighing less than 3 pounds, and due to complications, the situation was dire.
When they came out, Cameron was gray and pale and basically looked lifeless, and Olivia was completely purple with far too much blood.
That's because the girls had a serious condition known as twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome, which occurs in about 15% of identical twin pregnancies.
Essentially, Olivia was stealing all of Cameron's blood and nutrients.
Cameron required an emergency blood transfusion, while Olivia urgently needed her blood thinned with saline so oxygen could reach her organs.
Luckily for us, I don't think we knew how serious it was. They say ignorance is bliss, and I truly believe that now.
Thankfully, the infants were in good hands at the Hospital of Central Connecticut's Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, headed by Chief of Pediatrics, Dr. Anne-Marie Gugliotto.
The staff here is exceptional. We still keep in touch with them. They made us feel like family. You know, we had some scary times for us, and they took it all in stride, and it was really amazing.
After 57 days in the hospital, Olivia and Cameron were finally able to go home.
I think, you know, throughout their lives, their experience is going to make them tough and resilient. Where is your bum?
As for other parents going through the same thing, Brian and Adrian have a few words of advice.
Trust the staff. They know what they're doing.
And try and keep as positive an outlook as possible. You know, there'll be good days and bad days, but it's over. And then you have them both home, and you think, wow, it would be nice if somebody would take them for a day and take care of them all day.
True words spoken by a parent. For CT Style, I'm Megan Yost.
Well, joining us now from the Hospital of Central Connecticut is Chief of Pediatrics, Dr. Anne-Marie Gugliotto. Doctor, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So we saw in the story the twins were born 11 weeks early. How common is that?
Premature delivery actually affects about 10% of all pregnancies, but there are certain pregnancies that are at more high risk of this happening, such as those where there's multiple gestation, like twins in this case.
Does a mother's age have anything to do with it?
Well, it can. You're certainly at high risk of something more complicated happening during your pregnancy if you're on the older side or the younger side.
Interesting. And the parents in this story, Brian and Adrian, talked about all the support that they had. I mean, that must be crucial for parents going through this.
Absolutely. So we know as healthcare workers in the neonatal intensive care unit, what we do every day is very normal and routine for us. But for the families that we serve, it's totally extraordinary and something that they were not expecting to happen at all.
Right.
So, and something they're going to remember for the rest of their lives, so we want to make it right. So we really try to give them as much support as we can.
I mean, as much as you try to prepare for the day you're going to give birth, your hospital bag and your birth plan, sometimes that just gets thrown out the window.
Absolutely. And in this case with Adrian, her pregnancy had been going very well. And although you know that things can happen when you're carrying twins, this was very unexpected on the day that she delivered.
Sure. What are some of the other situations that would require a baby to stay in the NICU?
So most commonly we take care of babies that are premature, meaning born before 37 weeks of gestation, but we take care of babies with breathing problems, babies with low blood sugar, babies with jaundice, babies with infections, and babies born after their mothers had been possibly using some substances.
But there are a number of services that you do provide to new moms.
Absolutely. So we make sure that the whole family, that we get to know them as much as we can, so that we can give them the assistance that they need. We also offer them to be with us on rounds every day. so that they can participate in their baby's care and the decisions that are being made.
Sure.
And we do have rooms where moms or dads could stay over when they really don't want to be separated from their baby, which is really hard.
Well, and there are times these babies might be there for months at a time, so it's so important to get to know the patients and for the patients to form a relationship with the doctors, right?
Absolutely. And these two twins stayed with us for almost 2 months.
Wow.
That is a really long time. And going home and coming back every day, back and forth, and especially some of these parents are back to work. You know, it's a really tough time for them.
So there's an upcoming blood drive in honor of the twins.
Yes, this is actually the second time that the family is doing that. They feel that it's really important to give back to the community and give blood that helped their babies. And that will be on June 29th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hillside Community Church in Bristol, Connecticut. And it's being sponsored by the Red Cross, the Hospital of Central Connecticut, and the Bristol Firefighters Local 773. So we hope everyone comes out.
So important. In fact, reporter Megan Yost is here with some more information on how you could sign up and help out at that blood drive.
To make an appointment to donate blood in honor of Cameron and Olivia Plourde, log on to redcrossblood.org and type #Plourde Strong into the Find a Blood Drive box. There you'll see details about their event as well as sign-up times. Teresa, back to you.